Today what we are going to be looking at is we are going to be looking at how to answer calculation questions. And to help with this, we're going to be looking at some from the electricity topic, but these would work for any calculation question in science. So the first thing you need to do is you need to look at your calculation question, and you're going to look for where it asks you to calculate something. So in this question, it says the current flowing through an LED is 4 amps and has a potential difference of 12 volts. Calculate the power of the LED bulb. So it wants us to calculate the power, so we're going to underline the word power, because that's going to be important. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to look at our question and we're going to circle any numbers that we're given in the question. So we're given 4A and we're given 12V. What we're going to do next is we're going to look at those numbers and work out what do those numbers refer to. So 4A, so 4 amps, that's a measure of current, and we're going to write that next to it. And then the other one, 12V, that's a measure of potential difference. So we'll write that next to that one as well. The next thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to find an equation that links these together. Eventually you'll need to remember those equations, but for the moment you'll be able to look them up on your sheet. So looking at the top of your sheet, you should have 3 equations listed there. And we're going to look at those 3 equations, and we want one that's got potential difference, current, and power. So if we look at these, we can see that's the second one down. And we're going to write that equation underneath our worked example. So power equals current times potential difference. Now what you need to do is you need to fill in the numbers from the question. So our current is 4, so I'm going to write 4 under there. I'm going to times that by 12 for the potential difference. And so power equals 4 times 12. So I want to check if we need to rearrange it. Now we don't, because the thing we want to calculate is all on its own. So we're just going to do 4 times 12. So that's 48. Now at that point you should type that into the calculator to check that you've got your answer right. You're always allowed a calculator in science. And the final thing is we're going to put the correct unit. And now you can refer to the unit list. So you can see power is measured in watts and the symbol for watts is a W. So that's our first worked example. We're going to go through another example together. So first of all, we're going to look and find in our question what it wants us to calculate. So it says here, calculate the resistance. So we're going to underline resistance. Next thing, we're going to look for our numbers. So we circle the 6V and the 3A. We can see 6V, that is potential difference. So I'm going to write that there. And 3A, that is current. The next thing we'll need to do is we need to find an equation that links those things together. And if you look at the other side of your sheet of paper, you will see that potential difference equals current times resistance. Now it's really important that you write out that equation, because in the exam they will give you a mark for remembering and writing the right equation there, just in case you do anything wrong with the maths. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put the numbers into our equation. So the potential difference is 6, the current is 3, and that is times the resistance. So now we need to rearrange it. So we want the resistance on its own. So it's times 3 on this side, so we're going to need to get rid of that by dividing that side by 3. So we divide this side by 3 as well. So we get that the resistance equals 2. And our final thing we need to do is we need to put the correct unit, and the correct unit for resistance is ohms, which is this symbol here. Now what I'd like you to have a go at is you have got 4 practice questions. So pause the video, have a go at the practice questions, and once you've had a go, come back, unpause the video, and you'll be able to see the answer.